Okay, we always talk about our prayer partners really being the heroes, the true heroes of this building and this ministry and what we do. And we have one of those heroes here today. Siew Bee YAO is here, and you've been a prayer partner for how long?
20 years now.
20 years.
This
Now,
year.
now tell me, what are some of the calls that you're getting, some of the issues that you're hearing about on the prayer lines?
We do get a large variety of calls, and whether about health, jobs, or families, and people who are lonely and have anxiety or the loss of jobs, and and then there'll be those calls who comes in wondering what's the reason of life, why are they going through life even as Christians themselves, why are they going through life with difficulties, with challenges, and questions of where is God? What is my faith is so low down. It's hard to believe in God. And there are calls who comes and say they're angry with God because of answers, prayers to answers to prayers that that they feel that God has not answered them and come through for them.
I was just talking with Ron and Ann, and you were mentioning to me that marriage issues are also a really big theme in some of the calls that you get. Just this Friday, you had a number of calls for people who just wanted prayer for their marriages.
That's right.
Yeah.
In just the time that I was on, there were at least 4 calls in successions about marriage breakdown, marriage crisis, and marriage difficulties. And it's very heart-wrenching, especially when it's more when they are couples who are Christians who are believers in God, and then after a few years, even just quite young, so a few years in the marriage, you find that they're having difficulties and challenges with each other. Or down the road, when the children are grown up, children has left home, and they suddenly find that there's nothing there in the home for them, and where does God fit in all this when they find...
Siew Bee, tell me about the power of prayer. Why is prayer so important, especially in these hard times?
It is. Prayer, especially for the Christians, is like a lifeline. It is just as normal as breathing air, I think, for the Christians, because it's our communication with God, our daily communication with God. We can tell God, Father, our worries, our fears. And because God is very interested in us. God is interested in every detail of our lives. And God the Father wants to hear us. Want to hear to His children. It's not only about things that are going well, but when things are not going well, either with themselves, with health, or with their children, or with their jobs. And to have this open communication, always,
it's a
God the
privilege
Father.
that we
It is.
have.
Prayer, my prayer life is very important to me. It's part of me.
How can people pray for the prayer partners like you?
They can either, they can write notes or letters of encouragement to the prayer center, or even they call up. Many a times I've got callers who come in at the end of the call and they bless us. We are so blessed. There are those who say, I have been calling the prayer line and you have prayed for me. I'm blessed and God has helped me through your prayer. Let me pray for you. And then they prayed for us.
And how does that make you feel?
Oh, we are so blessed and we are so grateful that someone at the line, that day, in spite of the circumstance or situation they're in, they could think that I would also like to bless you back because you have blessed me when I call in, and they will pray over us.
Wow.
I have many a times callers who would pray over me, and many times there are things that will really hit, the nail on the head. I needed to hear. And that's encouragement and that's blessings.
Well, thank you, Siew Bee, for all that you do over the 20 years that you have served so faithfully on our prayer lines. God bless you.
Yes, it's a joy, it's a pleasure.